Hi, I'm Ketan. I'm the owner and founder of Buckingham Futures, specialist environmental health recruitment agency. So prior to starting Buckingham Futures, I worked for two companies and I helped set up divisions within existing recruitment businesses, setting up environmental health recruitment divisions. And then in 2013, I set up on my own, having done it for other organisations previously. We cover the length and breadth of the UK, over 120 people working for us in all areas of environmental health, contaminated land, air quality, food safety, private sector housing, pest control, licensing, etc. School wasn't for me. I failed miserably in the school system. I sort of dropped out at quite a young age. I had a truancy officer assigned to me. However, I was an avid reader and I loved reading. And I loved reading about nature, about the environment. And I spent a lot of the time, whilst not at school, following the curriculum, in the library, in the local library, reading books about the environmental sector. I left school without any qualifications whatsoever. And I did some odd jobs thereafter, primarily working in markets, cash in hand type of work. Did that for about 3 years. Then there was a pivotal moment in my life where, under the guide of the probation service, I had to undertake some community work, which involved clearing of hedgerows and pathways and dealing with environmental crime issues such as littering, litter picking, removal of graffiti. We're clearing some hedgerows and I actually discovered a newt and immediately recognised it as a great-crested newt from the books that I've been reading in the library, right? So I told my supervisor this is an endangered species, it's a great-crested newt, and everyone laughed at me. So the local library have a museum, I had a museum upstairs, and I told them that I've seen a great-crested newt colony in an area where they got involved, and it was a big thing in the local papers that they couldn't develop on that land, etc., because an endangered species had been found. So once I did the practical work, under the guidance of the probation service, I went to the local college, wanting to do GCSEs. And at this point, I wasn't sure whether I actually wanted to go to university. Because I didn't know anyone who'd actually gone to university. Just such a big word. No one in my state had gone to university. I didn't know anyone I thought I won't fit in, etc. And the head of science, Dr. Thea Konja, he said to me, no, you've got the right credentials, you've got the right abilities, and you need to go to university. So he encouraged me to apply. I did, and I got a number of offers, but I stuck to my original choice of London South Bank University, offering the environmental biotechnology course. I graduated with a degree, did a master's degree in environmental planning and management. What makes a good entrepreneur is resilience, tenacity, opportunities, but you've also got to be empathetic. Sometimes you've got to put your hand up and admit you're wrong, so you've got to be able to pivot quickly as well. If you see an opportunity, pivot. If you've made a decision, I fail quickly and I fail often. Take lots of chances and I make lots of little failures, and then I make big wins. School certainly isn't for everyone. But it's finding what you're passionate about, and there are lots of different routes to reaching your goal, not necessarily academic. There's lots of vocational routes, so it's about finding your passion.